Hey everybody, welcome back to Lemon Branch DIY, your DIY home fixes that save you time and money. Today we are working on my GMC Sierra. We're gonna fix the AC. Stick with me, I'm gonna show you how. Okay you guys, we are working on my GMC Sierra. It's a 2020, but this is gonna be the same concept for most any vehicle. So basically what's going on is I have pretty decent air conditioning, but it takes a minute for it to get going. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna recharge the system. We're not gonna take it to the dealer. We're gonna save several $100s by doing it ourselves. So how we're gonna do that is we are gonna recharge the system with one of these little kits. I will leave a link in the description down below that you can just pick this up on Amazon. Otherwise, you can pick it up pretty much any of your local auto supply stores. They're pretty easy to get. Okay, one other thing that you need to be aware of if you're working on your GMC, this takes a different kind of coolant. It does not take some of the other kind that you're used to. It's not the 134A, it is the R-1234yf. Okay, so that's what this is the 1234yf. So it's a little bit different refrigerant, and you got to make sure that you don't put the wrong refrigerant in the wrong vehicle. Let me show you a quick trick on how you know on your vehicle. Okay, so right here at the front of the vehicle, so see where I'm at? I'm right at the very front of the vehicle. I have a little indicator right here that tells me that right now this vehicle is R-1234yf. So there's also several different kinds of refrigerant that you can buy. Some of them have stop leak in them, some of them don't. So if you do have a small leak somewhere in one of your hoses, you're losing that refrigerant over time, and that could be why your AC is going dead. It just simply has a hole in the hose and you're losing your refrigerant. This particular one has stop leak in it. A lot of them have a stop leak in it. So if it's just a tiny little microscopic hole, a lot of times having stop leak in it will actually help out and seal up that hose. If you have a bigger hole, then obviously you're gonna need to take it in and get it serviced if you have a big hole in one of your hoses. Most of the time you won't be able to see it, but let's get to it and I'm gonna show you a few tricks. Okay, so the very first thing that you wanna do before you even do anything, start your vehicle and turn on your air conditioning to the very highest setting. The reason why is we want all that refrigerant to pressurize and start circulating through the system. One thing that's pretty cool about this particular kit is it comes with these smart clips. So we're gonna go put these in to the car, and what these are gonna do is these are gonna change colors. So depending on what's going on in the car, this will tell us, let me get these out. So these little smart clips, we put these on the vent, and depending on the color, it's either gonna turn bright blue or green, which is gonna tell us that we have the right temperature and the max cool. So we're gonna go put these in on the vents, and we'll just watch it to see kind of, once we get one to turn blue and one to turn green, then we know we've got as good as we can get with the AC. So you can see I just clipped it straight on, and we'll just wait for them to start to turn. It might take a few minutes to turn. So to find where we're gonna actually charge this thing up, if you look at your inside your engine, you've got a bunch of different hoses, different things, right? But what you want to look for is you've got a rubber hose that usually goes into a metal, some kind of a metal hose like this, right? So this is your AC system, and this one actually says AC solution hose, and it actually tells me R134A or R1234yf. So this hose can be used in multiple vehicles that will be for the AC, but this is not always in every vehicle. But what you want to look for is a hose that connects up to these metal pipes. If you've got good AC going, you are going to feel this is going to be nice and cool to the touch. So what we want to look for is the low pressure port, and it's usually the bigger of the hoses. So see, this is a little smaller one. We want to look for this guy here, okay? And a lot of times on the cap, if we just pull off the cap, it'll have an ELF on there showing the low pressure. I can't see with my eyes on this one, but I do know that this is the low pressure because it's got this fancy fitting on it. So this little fancy fitting is going to fit right perfectly onto that spigot, that little port. We're going to put that in there so we can start recharging. Okay, so how we open up this can and get it ready to go is we just take this and we turn it so you see it's locked and then unlock. You turn it counterclockwise as far as it'll go, and that'll unlock this. Now we've got a button here we can push down on, which will engage when we start to fill it up. We want to shake this can up really good, get it all mixed up before we even start to plug in the port. Now, how we hook this onto our pipe here is we're going to just push in just like that. So see this little clip, you push in and then you push it down on top of this. Now you might have to push a little bit harder till it locks into place, but once it's locked into place, now we're showing that we're at 32.5 psi. Also on the can here, this will tell us kind of the indication here depending on the temperature outside. So right now what it's saying is the temperature is about 80 degrees outside, so this should be between 40 and 50 psi. Okay, so that means that we are a little bit low on our pressure. So 40 to 50 psi, that's what we should be showing right now during this time of temperature. So what we got to do is we're going to start filling this up, and how we do that is we push in and we're going to rotate it from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock as it's going in. It's 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and I'm holding down the button the whole time. All right, so after we've charged it for a second, you can see we've gone from 32, and now we just want to watch it for a second, and we've gone up to 40.3 psi. So now we just need to disconnect it, and how you disconnect it is you just pull up on the little pins on the side and pop it right out. Okay, so now all we got to do is take the cap and put it back on, nice and tight. Let's go check the gauges on the inside of the car. Okay, we're back inside the car now after we've done the recharging, and I cannot tell you how different it really is. This is so nice and cold. The other thing I want to show you is look at those clips. They are now bright green and bright blue, which means we have now achieved the maximum temperature, and this right here is blowing the maximum amount. All right, make sure you hold on to this hose because it's reusable. And I'm also gonna take off this black clip that holds all the smart clips, you know, these fancy little temperature things. And how you do that, it just pops off. We'll just hold on to these, and then next time we only have to buy this. All right, that was actually really easy. That did not take very long. Took us just a few minutes to just kind of be patient with it, go back and forth from 12 to 3, and just keep pushing it down. And this pressure gauge is really gonna be helpful for you in telling you kind of where we're at. The important thing is now we have nice cold air and we haven't even driven it anywhere. We have not had that in a long time. So I'm very, very happy about that. Now, one thing to watch for, if this starts happening again and you notice that your air conditioning does not come on, it's nice and cold now. If it doesn't come on, that means that you've got another problem, you've got a leak, you've got some other issue that may require you taking it into an expert. But this is at least a very easy way to do it. Saves you a ton of money, and I did it myself. So it did take the entire contents of this particular can because I was a lot low. So that was actually really simple, and we have cold air again. I'm very excited about that, so relieved in this heat. So thank you guys for joining us. If you did like it, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notification bells. We have plenty of DIY videos that are coming out. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next project.